Hi everyone, my name is Dominic and I'm one of the co-founders of Five. Now, today I want to explain to you how you can use Five for a data collection and data analysis exercise. Five is a local tool that gives you everything that you need to create a web application to collect data and analyze data. So first up, let me show you what an application developed inside of Five can look like. Now, I'm using this patient database system as a simple example today. And you can see that this application, which I've developed entirely inside of Five, comes with a menu right here on the left, comes with additional navigation along the top, a notification icon right here, as well as a user management or profile icon right here. Now, inside of Five or inside my application, I can provide users with a couple of different interfaces. I can create data views like this, which are fantastic if I want to keep track of server responses. I can build dashboards, which let me visualize the data that I've received. And I can, of course, create forms where either I or my respondents and survey participants can provide data to me. Now, these forms can be as simple as a form that looks like this to very complex forms that use conditional logic, in-app help, or in-form help that have data validations or anything else that I would need from a more complex form that collects data for me. Now, when I built these applications inside of Five, and I'm now jumping into my development environment, this is what the development process looks like. Typically, I would start right here inside of data. Now, data gives me everything I need to create a custom MySQL database. So Five is not storing data inside of spreadsheets or anything like that. You get a full-fledged customizable MySQL database that you can completely create and have control over inside of Five. So right here, this is my database modeler. And it's not just a visual representation of my database. I can actually add fields from here. I can inspect my relationships. I can see how different tables are related to each other and which primary and foreign keys are being used. And I have full control over my MySQL database. Now, not surprisingly, because Five is using MySQL as a backend, I can also query my data. Again, SQL is a super powerful tool for data storage, but also for data analysis. So here you can see the full list of queries that I'm using inside my application. And if I want to see any of these queries, if I want to make changes to it, I can simply click on this click to edit button right here, and I can see the select statement right here. Now, if I'm not comfortable writing SQL, I also have something called an SQL designer. And the designer lets me write SQL visually. So you can see right here that I can see the two tables that are part of my SQL query, and I can select additional fields. I can make changes to it. I can add group bys or sums, and I have full control over what I want to return from my query from inside this visual designer. So that's just a really powerful tool if I'm not too confident or comfortable writing SQL queries. What else can you do? Well, once you've modeled your database and you've written your SQL queries, typically you want to go into Visual Next. And you just saw what an application inside of Five looks like. And you saw me mention some of the elements that end users can interact with. You saw there were forms, there were charts, there were dashboards, and there were PDF reports. And I can build all of these things from inside of Five. For example, if I needed to build a chart, I can simply click on Chart Wizard right here. And Five gives me a list of pre-built chart types that I can select from, including bar charts, radar charts, and donut charts. And then I can simply visualize my data. Once I've done the visualization, I can add it into my end user application, into a dashboard, for example, and it's going to look something like this. In short, Five gives you everything that you need to build a data collection and data analysis web app. You can also make these applications login protected. So this is now a public application, but if I switch on multi-user, this will add a login screen, and only authenticated users with their own login details can access the data behind this application. I can also add multi-factor authentication or single sign-on if needed. Now, if you would like to give Five a go, simply visit five.co, that's five.co, click on any of the sign-up buttons right here, and you'll have access to a 14-day free trial. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.